All right, gang, new sponsor alert. This episode is brought to you by Gandalf Spirulina. Jenny, what is spirulina for those who may not know?
Spirulina is this blue-green powder, and it's blue-green microalgae, and it's one of the oldest forms on Earth, dating back more than 3 billion years. It's partly responsible for producing the oxygen in the planet's atmosphere, and it's known as one of the most nutrient-rich foods on Earth. You just take like a tablespoon mixed in water or a smoothie or something, and Gandalf Spirulina is a really, really good quality one.
It's phenomenal. It is really the superfood of superfoods. It has 300% more calcium than whole milk. It has 2,300% more iron than spinach. It has 3,900% more beta-carotene than carrots, and it's a great source of protein with 375% more protein than tofu. It can regulate blood sugar. It has the capacity to eliminate heavy metals and dioxins in the blood thanks to the chlorophyll. It contains high levels of antioxidants and prebiotics. It detoxifies and removes heavy metals and other pollutants. It strengthens and stimulates the immune system, and it regulates acid-base pH. It really is phenomenal stuff. We discovered it. We can't live without it now. We take it every single day. Head on over to GandalfSpirulina.com, GandalfSpirulina.com, and check out our Instagram for clips and tips to come on recipes and so on, and we will be talking about it more and more in episodes to come. GandalfSpirulina.com, Gandalf Spirulina.com.
Hey?
He really, really is. And here we are.
Dog.
Gordy's a good boy. We're good boys and girls. Coming at you with a brand new episode of the Julien Dionne Show with Jen Grant and Jordan Grant. Here we are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this and wherever you're watching or listening to this, in the car, at the gym, on your walk, at work. What are you doing? What are you doing right now? Let us know in the iTunes review comments. That's right. Leave a review.
Shout out to my sister Megan, who is a loyal listener. Megan?
I thought you were going to say she's a loyalist. She's a loyalist to the Britain monarchy. Welcome.
Congratulations.
I don't know what I'm doing. We're off to a shaky start. Thank you for tuning in. Episode 494. Is that it, Jordan? I think so. I lost track.
Yeah, 494.
494. Coming at you 6 away from 500. I mean, that is an accomplishment. 500 episodes. Don't be sarcastic. That's real. Anyway, we're here we are today. It's been my birthday week. Thanks for all the lovely messages. It's always fun on the, say what you will about Facebook. There is something fun about going on there and reading all the messages. People come out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
Some I don't even know. And I like to reply to all of them.
Wow, that's ambitious because you had a lot.
200 and some.
Whoa.
But you do them in spurts. I'll have a bath and I'll do 50 of them.
I'll have a bath. Oh my God.
I had 3 baths on my birthday.
Oh my God.
3 different baths, 3 different times. And I'm a bath guy. I mean, what can I say?
I don't know.
I love the bubbles.
Why is it that I love the bubbles?
Well, maybe you should wash it.
Why is it that men are not allowed to say that they like baths?
I think you can have a bath. I think it just gets weird when you adjust the water with your tiptoes.
Nah.
When you're adding hot water with just your feet. I think that's just a...
You know what's funny is you're joking, but I never want to have a tap that you can't do that with.
Yeah, I know.
Like I realized that because when we renovated our downstairs bathroom. That's right, we have 2. And when we renovated that bathroom, I didn't. You don't think about things until when you're choosing the fixtures and such. Like, why did we pick? There should always be a removable shower head.
Right.
Always. Why wouldn't you always want that?
Hot take today on the podcast.
That's
removable
right.
shower heads.
Yeah. And also,
we are fans.
Knobs that you can adjust, like turn on and turn off with your feet. You're right, though. Like, men have it, I think, overall much better in life and easier in life than women do. 100%. But I do feel bad sometimes because you're not allowed to enjoy some like what if you
The
just
only
wanted to
downside-
have what if you wanted to just have a bath with a glass of wine and some candles, but all of a sudden that's like what is that? What, you can't do that?
Who's the comic that has that great joke about like a woman can go have a bath with a glass of wine and that's all good, but if you see a guy going to the bathtub with a 6-pack, you're like, he's going through a rough patch.
Yeah.
Who does that
I
joke?
don't know. I saw that though recently.
Is Steve Dillon maybe or
No. I feel like it was someone that I worked with recently, actually.
Kyle Hickey maybe?
No.
Anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the only downside to adjusting the temperature the water temperature with your feet is my warts.
Ah! Come on.
I have 2 warts on my feet.
Use the other foot.
Won't say. Well, that's my left foot. I'm right-footed.
Oh my God. You're ridiculous.
I have 2 warts. I don't know how. We won't say how I got them. I wonder. I don't know how.
I think Julien's trying to say I gave them
one
to him.
of you have one, then both of you are gonna get one.
Yeah,
You're using
warts.
the same shower.
I got warts from Jenny.
Ha! You started with the warts.
No,
Way
don't.
back
No,
in the day.
You gave me this wart. You gave me planter's warts.
You might have given me one.
You had a wart under your foot. No, I think you noticed when you have a wart. You had a wart under your foot and you were treating it. And then all of
Yeah.
a sudden I'm walking, I'm like, ow. I look and I have 2 under my toes. I'm like, God damn it, you gave me warts.
Yeah, but FYI, I think that as soon as I realized I had one, I treated it and I never left it exposed so that you would get
Well,
it.
you must have. Cause
No, I didn't.
So I just got 2 warts out of someone else that I'm not sharing a shower with every day. Anyway, so I've been adjusting the water. So check your hands. You might get warts on your hands now.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
God,
Stop
makes me
that.
Throw up. I don't know why. The look
You don't know
of them
why?
is
'Cause it's
so
gross.
Well, yeah, I do know why. But on your hands,
Well,
You're not allowed to change the water temperature with your feet anymore if you have a wart.
yeah, well, it's too late. It's
George-
too late. We're a wart family.
This
Anyway, I have
putting
2.
pumpkin spice in my coffee. It's so good.
I have 2 of a good contribution to the show right there.
Why? What's wrong with that? I'm sharing.
I'm adding creamer, and now I'm having a sip.
Jenny,
Okay.
can you?
Okay. Okay. No, that's cool. I'll just call out every you say more ridiculous things.
Well, if it was ridiculous, that I prefer and accept ridiculous over just
sorry. What was this
a
called again?
play-by-play.
Oh, this was boring. Just say it was boring. Is that what it was?
No, it's mundane.
Oh,
Which
okay.
is a
What's the
classier way of
difference?
saying boring.
Okay. No. I'll keep that in mind and I'll call out when you're boring.
Anyway, my warts they're going though. That compound W really works.
Oh, that's riveting. Tell me more.
Well, it burns the skin off.
It's not mundane
Really
at all.
disgusting. But anyway, all that to say, I reply to the birthday messages and thank you for them all. But part of it is selfish reasons because I go, if I reply to all, it'll help my algorithms when I post things.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Well, that's the life that we live now.
That's the world.
The other day,
Everything's
I was
fake.
like, oh, I know. Like the other day, I was jumping on a trampoline. You'd think I could be in the moment, and wow, I'm jumping on a trampoline for the first time in 15 years. And in the back of my mind was, this will make a good story.
I know.
What
this
the
is the world we
hell?
live in. Everyone takes time out of the day to wish happy birthday, and I'm like, oh, the algorithms. This is a good opportunity for me to expand my reach next time I post something. So and replying to everyone, it's just like, thanks, man. Thanks, dude. Thanks, Sylvie. Oh, thanks so much. Merci, dude. Merci, man. Thanks, bro. It's just like trying to switch it up every time.
Gracias.
Anyhoozle, so yeah, that's that. Thanks for spoiling me on my birthday. It was fun. Moving on. 39 years old.
And holding.
The big 39. Well, it's my first year at 39 because 39 and holding could mean I'm 44. 39. We went to a movie. I hadn't been to a movie, I think, in probably a year. I think last time was the Sopranos movie for my birthday last year.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you say about us and trends yesterday?
Oh, we're just always late to the party.
Always. We saw Top Gun. We had to search. Well, you did. You had to search where where
There was a matinee.
or where it's playing. I mean, it's been in the theater. It came out 3 months ago.
That tells you how good the movie is, though.
It is good. I have a few issues with it, and which is why this is how the podcast affects our life now. I don't even want to talk about things. You're like, did you like the movie? I'm like, I'm like, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Love the movie. I mean, it's a blockbuster movie. It's a classic. As sequels go, they knocked it out of the park. Did a great job. I mean, they had big shoes to fill. That first one is iconic. It's a part of pop culture history. And so they nailed it. Tom Cruise, can't believe he's 60.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was...
Jordan, have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it twice.
And
twice.
What about Tom
Yeah.
Cruise? How freaking good does he look? 60.
Right? Oh my God. The whole time I was thinking that. I'm like, how do you look that good? Is it plastic surgery or does he just take care of himself?
I think he's just taking care.
Scientology.
I think he's taking care of it. I think he's clean living. I think he doesn't. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he has any...
No,
No,
because
I agree, but I was like, you look very good.
Like I was looking at his, like there's signs of aging where, like if you only saw Tom Cruise the whole show, you wouldn't even think he even looked over 50 in a way, unless you saw the other actors that are on and then you're like, oh yeah, like he is older. Like it's comparison, right? It's like, oh yeah, like clearly. And you can see signs of aging are subtle on him. But under his eyes, like, you know, you just kind of look, I find as people get older, they just look tired.
Well, have you seen the one that played his love interest in the first one?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah. Oh, no, I thought Jennifer Connelly wasn't? I don't remember.
No, who played, Jordan, could you look it up? Who played his wife in the first one? And what she looks like now? Oof, the years have not been kind to her.
Yeah.
And, I mean, she looks like an entirely different person. She was like a model actress, and now she looks like a drunk aunt.
Aunt.
Like a fat old drunk
Is
aunt.
her name? Oh yeah! Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And compare Tom Cruise. What's her name?
Kelly McGillis.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah. Yes.
She.
Wow.
Yeah. Time was not kind to Kelly McGillis. Anyway, not to pile on, because I'm sure she gets it enough from the mirror.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
But that is crazy. Like she was, not to say she's ugly, but she was beautiful.
She's not ugly. She's hideous. All right. Just trying to be funny. I have to remind people this is a comedy podcast.
She does look the same. She just looks like an older,
uglier version.
Oh my God.
I don't find she looks the same.
Like her face, you can tell it's her. She's just looks like well, some of the pictures are like she's overweight.
Well, anyway, that's just to compare to like versus Tom Cruise's aging.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe we should all become Scientologists. There might be something to that psychotic religion. Here are my issues with the movie.
Okay.
He's the best of the best there was. He's a decorated fighter pilot. He's the man. He holds records for the most amount of air-to-air kills. He's they even say it. He should be a 2-star admiral by then, or a senator. He's still a captain by choice. He's choosing to be a captain instead of, he could be at the top. So he's widely over qualified for his position. Yet everybody's mad at him. I don't understand them mad at him all the time.
Because he's a rule breaker.
I know, but if he was the best of, really think about that. In the military, in the Air Force, in any branch of military, if someone is that decorated, the amount of respect from the peers and others that they would get would just be constant. He'd be legendary. People would talk about him. People would be in awe to be in his presence.
That's
Instead,
true.
Everyone's just mad at him all the time. John Hamm is like, you weren't my first choice. I'm like, why not? He's the best by far. He chooses to be captain. It's that, to me, took me out of it a little bit. Like, everyone's mad at him. The first guy, the general, and then the John Hamm character, and then even the students are like, who's this loser? You don't know? You haven't studied him? He should be on plaques on every wall, on everything. And they're all mad at him all the time. That to me is insane. Like, it's insane. Like, he should be revered and respected, and they should roll out the red carpet for him, and there should be stories about him, and everyone should know who he is, as what he's done. But instead, everyone's mad at him. That to me kind of took me out of it a little bit. I'm like, that makes no sense whatsoever. Like, yeah, he's a rule breaker, but you know that expression, you got to know the rules to break the rules. Obviously, he knows them. He broke all the records. He's the best there ever was. And they list off his accomplishments in a mad way. The guy's like, you should be a 2-star admiral by now, or a senator, and yet you're a captain. Even the little girl, what's her name? Jennifer Connelly? Mm-hmm. Her daughter?
Yeah.
She's like, this is Captain Maverick, or Captain whatever his name is. And she's like, Captain? Still? Even the 14-year-old is roasting him. Like, no, you're a child, dummy. I have the more air-to-air kills than anybody. And she's like, even so, that I found.
Yeah, it was a little laying on thick. Like, they should have balanced it out with, like, fine, have your adversaries, have the people that don't support you because you're a rule breaker.
Mad at him.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, it was too much.
Even the students.
And also, yeah, the students hadn't even met him, and old timer and all this kind of stuff. And
it's like, you don't know who he is. He's a legend. Anyway.
Yeah.
That other than that, it kind of took me away. Oh, and they did this Hollywood move you've seen in other movies, and this took me out of it as someone that's worked in the service industry. When he goes to the bar, the pub, the first time, and she's like, sorry, rules are rules, and she rings the bell, ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, because his cell phone was on the bar, and now he has to buy a round for 150 people. Yeah. It's like, I had my phone on the bar for a second, now you're giving me $975 bill. Like, the logistics of that, it's a very Hollywood thing, but I was like, what?
That was annoying. And then she did it again. And then she did it again.
And then, but then they kick him out. When she goes, rules are rules, they kick him out. And then I'm like, okay, well, now who has to pay for it? Do they bill everybody? They're like, sorry, that round actually isn't on that guy. We threw him out, so you owe us for...
I know, it's hard sometimes to, like, not get hung up on, like, little details. Like, sometimes watching movies when somebody's, like, scared and they come into their house and I don't see them lock the door, I'm like, lock your door.
I know.
Turn around and lock that door.
The buying the round for everyone. It's a full bar. There's like 150 people in there, like packed shoulder to shoulder. She's like, next round's on you, and everyone cheers. And
that
the guy's
bugs
like,
me too.
The guy's like, I'm going to have 4 on the old timer. And then he has no wallet on him, so he has like $13. He's like, will this cut it? She's like, it's not enough. It's like, obviously, it's like $1,000 bill. You just put on this guy because he had his phone on the bar. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Those two little things. Other than that, I enjoyed it.
Can I say one more thing about the Kelly McGillis thing? Mm-hmm. I think it's kind of like the pictures that you see online are like, first of all, she's got shorter hair. And the other ones that are really unflattering are just random shots of her. And that is also highlighted to show, look where she is now. Yeah. So like they pick the grossest, and haven't we all had pictures taken of us when we don't know where they're being taken and they're so unflattering? Like she's got a double chin and a few of them. And the other thing I want to mention is Tom Cruise is 60. She's actually 65. So back in the day when they did that movie, she was 5 years older than him. Still is, of course.
He'll probably still look good in 5 years.
Yeah, true.
Tommy
true.
C.
I mean, he looks exceptional though for 60. So she probably looks like compared to the average woman human at 65, she probably looks better than average. But because it's Hollywood, because women are objectified, and then Jennifer Connelly, who plays his love interest in the second one, she's 51. Like that's a big age difference.
Yeah.
Like how many people at 65? Like yeah, but Tom Cruise it's freakish how good he looks at 60.
Aging sucks.
Yeah.
It's the one thing we haven't figured out how to reverse or stop or slow down. I mean, I guess slow down a little bit with like healthy
that's
eating
huge.
and moving.
Like not drinking a lot and eating better and keeping in shape and doing weights.
Yeah.
Is a huge, huge one.
Yeah, I heard someone say, I can't remember who it was like on a TikTok or something, someone older, and they look really young. He's like, what's the secret? He's like, to look good after 50, he's like, quit drinking, eat healthy, and lift heavy things.
Yep.
And that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in.
It's true, though. There's a lot of people that I'm like, wow, they look really young, and it turns out they don't drink.
Jordan, did you catch any of those things that were annoying, like the fact that everyone's mad at this guy for being the best of the best that there ever was?
The best of the best.
No, I loved it so much. I watched it twice.
Yeah, but don't you find that watch it again, thinking about how everyone
He really wants you to feel
it's gonna ruin it for me.
Well,
Yeah.
even if you watch, just it's apparent in the first 10 minutes. In the first 10 minutes, everyone's mad at him. Everyone.
I think they're mad at him because of his rebellious attitude.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter
like
how
they're
rebellious.
Fed up with him.
Yeah, but it's like no matter how rebellious, he's like he walks the walk. I mean, he's literally the best there ever was, and they say that about his. And when he first meets the John Hamm character, he's like, I don't even want you here. You weren't my first choice. Why wouldn't he be your first choice? He's by far the most qualified. And then he lists off his whole career. He's like, you have the most air-to-air kills. Anyway, I'm repeating myself, but
don't you find maybe he said that so that Tom Cruise or Maverick would like want to prove himself more, and someone says like, I don't even want you here, like prove yourself.
Well,
you know what I mean?
No,
maybe
I don't.
That was it.
I don't think it was a motivator because as soon as Iceman dies, spoiler, he kicks him out or whatever. He makes him, well, not the teacher anymore. I guess he makes him fly. I don't know. I just thought it was unrealistic the way everyone's just constantly mad at him. The first general when he.
Jordan's like, okay, fine, I'll hate it too.
No, I don't. It's not about hating it. I thought it was a great movie. I enjoyed watching it. It was fun, action packed.
Didn't you find they casted Goose's son so well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Looked so much like him.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Speaking of movies, did you guys see the gay movie that's out?
No, I
it's
want
called
to.
Bros or something?
Yeah, Bros, and I flopped, major flopped.
Oh, really?
Yes, it came out.
What? I've heard the opposite.
Yeah, me
No,
too.
it's-
There's on Rotten Tomatoes. It's really good.
No, but they made $4 million on the first week at the box office. It's a major, major flop. In fact, Billy Eichner, who I like.
The reviews are good though.
Yeah, the reviews are good, but no one watches it. No one watched it. Nobody. They made $4 million. Let me read some tweets.
I think it's like people don't really go to the theater to watch comedy.
Well, that's the thing. It's got to be like.
It's also it's because it's different, right? It's new and different. People are.
Well, it's a rom-com with boy meets
Isn't it Judd Apatow?
bro or whatever. I don't know. Look it up.
Let me see.
Pretty sure it's Judd Up. It's like the same people as Bridesmaids, Knocked Up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but there's nobody famous in it. Billy Eichner's the most famous. That's another reason. People go see movies for famous people, movie stars. There's no movie star in this.
True.
And but it was a major, major flop, like big time. Can you look up
Directed
Jordan?
by Nicholas Stoller.
Yeah, I don't think it's a Judd Apatow movie.
He produced it. Judd Apatow produced it.
Can you look at the Billy Eichner tweets? He's very upset at people. He said, if you're not a homophobic weirdo, go watch this, which is a weird marketing strategy. But there's a lot more reasons. It's not because it's a gay movie that it flopped. It's because it's a rom-com. Nobody goes to see those. And it's there's no famous people in it at all.
It says here a review. I was excited to see this movie. Had all the elements of what I thought it would be a hilarious film. Plus, all the rave reviews I had read supporting that. But man, this movie sucked. Was not in the least bit funny. So unfunny, in fact, that I left after 30 minutes. Maybe I wasn't the right audience for the humor, but I enjoyed all the other movies that Apatow and others put together.
Well, usually
this
Apatow
wasn't one of those.
He usually
whiny,
directs them.
poor acted, and unfunny. So disappointed.
Well, usually Judd Apatow directs them, and he has a very unique way of directing where he'll give people leeway. They'll do multiple takes. Most, like all the good Judd Apatow movies, he was the director. Producing it means he paid for it. He gave money and believed in it, obviously, enough to produce it. But
Did you think that we didn't know what producing meant?
do you know that there's people listening to the podcast other than you right now?
Whoa!
I know, but I'm explaining. Not everybody knows the difference between a director and a producer.
Well, okay, Vogue said that there's an article here. The headline is How Billy Eichner Made the Best Rom-Com of the Year. Rolling Stone added Bros to the list of the best comedies of the 21st century.
Yeah, but nobody watched it is the point.
Billy Eichner said, box office, as we all know, has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of a movie, and tweeting about a movie you haven't actually seen is meaningless. That's just Twitter bullshit. The majority of people who see Bros really love it. Go check it out and see for yourself. And yes, I'm going to continue tweeting about Bros every day for the next year just to spite you. Go Bros. I love this movie.
But what's the one about if you're not a homophobic weirdo? Maybe he deleted it.
Well, there's a huge thread, so it's probably in there somewhere.
Yeah, the tweet that made headlines is he's like saying basically, if you're not a homophobic weirdo, go watch it or something.
Oh yeah, everyone who isn't a homophobic weirdo should go see Bros tonight. You will have a blast, and it is special and uniquely powerful to see this particular story on a big screen, especially for queer folks who don't get this opportunity often. I love this movie so much.
Yeah, I think that's the one that the media is talking about because she's saying, like, in a way, if you don't go see it, you're a homophobic. Like, go see it. Anyway, but there's just no stars in it. I think that's a big problem. And it's a rom-com. You should have released it on video on demand or whatever. But it's probably good. It's probably funny. He's very funny. I like him. And
oh my God, Billy on the Street is so funny.
It's so funny. And Judd Apatow, obviously.
Yeah.
But when Judd Apatow will direct a movie, he does multiple takes and he gets people to... I guess he does like multiple takes per scene and just has people spit out different lines, and that's how he gets the funny moments. And that's when, if you can see bloopers of, Bridesmaids or whatever, his other movies, it's very funny. But they usually keep... What they end up keeping often is not what's in the script, but what they came up with in the moment.
I'm just looking at his roster of movies. It's crazy.
Judd Apatow as director?
Yeah.
Which ones has he directed?
Okay, well, on his IMDb, I don't know if this is necessarily directing, but just the first 3 are Knocked Up, 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah, those were all directed by him.
Trainwreck. This is 40. Bridesmaids.
Funny People.
Year One. Pineapple Express. Step Brothers. Oh, Step Brothers he produced. Superbad he produced. It's just there's so many good ones. Everyone knows those movies.
Yeah. What are you doing over there, Jenny?
Looking at Judd Apatow. What you guys are looking at? Checking it out.
Checking her out.
Yeah. Do you want to see Bros? Do you want to go and see it?
Not well. I mean, we could. I'm a homophobic weirdo though, so. Yeah, no, I'd see it for sure. Is it a going to the theaters movie? I don't know.
Could wait. Yeah. I mean, Top Gun for sure was.
Yeah, that's a blockbuster, big movies, the comic book
screen.
ones, and
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so here we are.
Are you mad at my do you realize there's more people than just us listening to the thing comment?
Oh my God.
I don't know, you seem quiet since.
Oh my God. Jordan, please help me.
Help me. Help me help you. Yeah, that just came out more snarky than it was. I just meant, I explain things for other people than just us. Now I'm explaining too much. It's weird.
Yeah, feels awkward. So you had a nice birthday?
I had a nice birthday. Like I said, a lot of messages. I heard from listener PM. He sent me a nice message. Loyal listener of the show. Did I tell you the story of staying at their place when we were on tour in New Brunswick? End of August, we went to Derek Frenet and I went out east for a mini tour, and one of the shows was in Carriquet, New Brunswick, and PM is a comedy festival producer there, so under their umbrella, we put on a show. It was a great show. They filled the place, and it was a lot of fun. And they run a tight ship.
What's your show called?
Gros Hamar. It's the tour.
Which means big lobsters?
Yeah, Big Lobster. The Big Lobster Tour.
Okay, continue.
And we stayed at their place. They have a beautiful waterfront property, great big home. And when they put the festival on, they will put up comics in their house because they have a lot of space and very comfortable. Anyway, they have these two cute little daughters, and can't remember their ages. There might be. I'm so bad with ages.
Take a guess.
8 and 6.
Okay.
Watch is going to be like, they're actually 15 and 11.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really bad with ages. But anyway, so these two cute little girls. And we stayed there for 2 nights. First night, we rolled in kind of late because we drove from here. And it's a 9-hour drive. And so got in, 8-ish. Had dinner, went to their place. Met the little girls. And the next day, we hung out there. The little girls were around. I woke up, I could hear them playing and stuff. I'm like, it's a very cute family, cute little dynamic they have. Anyway, and I was trying to connect with them the whole weekend.
The kids?
Yes. I was like, kids usually like me, but they were really like standoffish and quiet and shy. And I was like, hey, girls, what are you guys up to? And hey, and what are the girls going to do today? And because I forget their name. I'm bad with ages and I'm bad with names.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah. Anyway, and then they come to the show. They were staying in the green room, and during the show, and they're eating pizza. I was like, "How's the pizza, girls?" and all this, and cutest little girls. I just wanted them to like me. You know that dynamic where like, why aren't they like giving it up? I'm usually good with kids. I can make them laugh, and they're giving me nothing, kind of ignoring me. I'm like, geez, they're really shy. And my buddy Sean, who has a part-time home there in Carriquet, came to the show with his girlfriend, and he came into the green room after, and he met the girls. He's like, "Oh, the girls are tired, and this and that, and what are you guys up to?" And it made me feel better because they were kind of ignoring him too. And I was like, okay, so it's not just me. They're maybe just like painfully shy. And this is after 2 days of spending it with them. I'm starting to take it personal. I'm like, why don't these little girls like me? What is it about me? And so PM and his wife are in the green room after the show. So the girls are there and I'm there. And I'm just trying to connect and trying to be a good, guest of their home and everything. So I'm like, well, I think the girls are tired. And PM goes, girls, they're going to knock you out, man. They're little boys.
No.
Yes. I could have fucking melted. I wanted to set myself on fire at that moment. I wanted to disappear. I actually just ignored him. I was like,
So do they have long hair?
Yes, they have long hair.
Oh my gosh.
And
that happened the other night.
No, but
too.
I spent 2 days with them. It wasn't like I just met these little kids.
Well, at that age, I mean, like, it's hard to tell. You know what I mean?
I could be off on the age too, but they're very clearly boys. Because then as soon as he said that, my whole perspective shifted. I felt this wave of warmth start at my feet all the way through my head. I had like a cold sweat, and I was like, I looked at them. I'm like, of course they're little boys. Like they're dressed like boys. They just have long, straight hair, like very long hair. And PM goes, yeah, they really want to cut it. And his wife loves the long hair. But when he said that, I've been addressing them as girls because I was bad. I'm bad with names for 2 days. But clearly never in front of the parents because no one corrected me. So it was just like, but I just kept, hey girls.
And that must be awful for them.
Oh no, they hate it. That's why they hate their hair. I guess they want to cut it.
Well, the other day that exact thing happened because I was at a comedy club and Mark Breslin was there. It was at Yak Yak's and his son has long hair. And somebody was like, oh, so his daughter. And 2 people said that. And I'm like,
well,
I get how you want your kid to have long hair, but it is hard on the kid because society immediately identifies long hair on a child as a girl,
especially a child. Yeah, well, but like at first glance, meeting someone making that mistake, fine, but staying in someone's home for 2 days, in and around with the kids. I mean, they were there the whole time, and I kept saying, "Hey, girls, you guys." Are the girls hungry? And even Sean.
Are the girls hungry?
Sean came in the green room and he's like, the girls are tired, huh? What are you up to, girls? And girls. Anyway, and then finally around the parents, I was like, actually, I think it was just PM. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna lay down thick again. I want PM to see that I'm good with kids. And I'm like, I said something like, I think the girls are ready for bed. He's like, girls, they're gonna knock you out, man. They're little boys. And I just like that moment, I felt like such an asshole. I'm like,
so awkward.
And then he leaves the green room. I honestly didn't even say anything. He leaves the green room or whatever, and I felt like a child being shamed. You know that feeling where you're just like, you know, when you're a kid and you get yelled at by a parent's friend, or a friend's parent, and you kind of it's like you feel extra small because you're like, oh, my friend's parents aren't supposed to yell at me, and they just yelled at me, or like an aunt or someone. And you're just like, oh, it's just like so different than when your own parents yell at you. You feel like even more of a dipshit. I felt like that. Like just all of a sudden my clothes felt too big for me. I was just like, I felt like such an asshole. Anyway, and then it was just PM and the 2 little boys and me in the green room. And then Derek comes back in the room. And there's like another section of the green room, and I pull him in there. I'm like, fuck. I just I've been calling the kids girls for 2 days. He could not stop laughing.
What, did he know they were boys?
Yes, of course. He knows them really well. He knows PM really well. Like he's been to their home before. And one of the boys' names is Elliot. And I can't remember the other boy's name.
Yeah, but to be fair, like, names are all different now too. You know what I mean?
And they were saying Elliot. I don't know. I just...
Remember, you know what I mean? So, like sometimes you can call a kid like a girl Elliot. You know what I mean? Everything is changed.
I know, but that was really fucking... I mean...
Yeah, that's so awkward. There was a comedian we saw recently when they made a reference saying when they were in school, this was when everybody was straight.
Yeah. Nick Kroll.
Yeah.
Nick Kroll's new special.
Mm-hmm. That was funny.
Yeah, he said at 13 he had his first girl-boy party in the 7th grade. So that was back when everyone was straight. But anyway, I was just like, so then I'm like, Derek, what do I do? I'm just like, do I ignore it or do I address it head on? And then I addressed it head on. So we went back to the house and we're kind of just sitting around the table and having drinks. And I think we might have been about to play some cards or something. And I said something or did something at the house, like either dropped something like along those lines. And PM as a joke was like, yeah, way to go, bud. You didn't have to break it or something. I can't even remember what it was that happened. I go, geez, I can't win. I break this and I call the boys girls. And I thought I just have to address it head on. Like, let's just own up to it. Anyway, we laughed about it. Derek made a couple jokes for the rest of our stay. And via text message and a group message after, and it was over. But that moment, I just felt like it made me feel like you got to pay more attention in life. Like, geez, but learn people's names. And
Don't make
gender.
assumptions.
Yeah, I just take a minute to learn, and because I was high back then too, more, and drinking and eating gummies and all that, so I was a little less present. But still, when you're staying with someone for so long, 2 days in the house, tried to connect with the little girls. No wonder they weren't shy; they just loathed me. They're like, who's this dipshit living in our house calling us girls nonstop?
Someone trying to bond with you and you're getting their gender wrong.
Yeah, you know how you're just trying too hard?
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
It's never fun.
Oh, that's got to be tough for them.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, anyway.
Oh my gosh. You really caught me by surprise when you told me with that reveal.
Well, that was the point. I wanted you to feel like a little, 1/100th of what I felt. Yeah. Any hoozle. My noozle. What else is going on? You guys have anything to bring to the table?
I got a daily dose for you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Where we're at? Oh, yeah, we're at the 39-minute mark.
Wowie.
Did we lose Jordan? Oh, no.
No, I'm here.
No, she just nodded off.
No, I just, for some reason, my mic is like going in and out. So I don't know what's going on, but it's my end, not yours.
Okay. No.
Daily dose, get the news from coast to coast. Daily dose, all your news from coast to
All
coast.
the news and headlines from Jen Grant.
And here's your daily dose. Starting tomorrow, businesses in Canada will be able to pass the credit card fees on to their customers. Wow. So I guess up until now, all the businesses just paid those credit card fees. Like, when you go into like a smaller town, small business, and they're like, we don't take credit cards because it costs them money to have credit cards.
Yeah, it's like a small percentage of each transaction.
Yeah, but for if you're, it adds up if it's a big purchase, though. Like if it was a car, right?
True. Who buys a car with a credit card, though?
That's true. Maybe.
How are you going to pay with this Mercedes?
That's true.
Visa.
Well, maybe a used car. Fees are anywhere from 1% to 3%. So keep your eye open for that. Although, I've been wanting to use my credit card less anyways. So I hope that would encourage more people to use cash. I don't ever want cash to go away.
Excuse me. Yeah, I wonder if it will.
Frig.
I love cash.
I know. Well, we got to start using it more. Apparently, this is an interesting story. Apparently, eating later in the day will double your odds of being hungrier. Interesting,
if you eat during the day,
Later in
it'll
the day.
double your odds of
being
That's a
hungrier.
weirdly worded thing.
It'll make you hungrier. It'll double your chances. Like, it'll increase your hunger by double. I don't know. Our circadian rhythm, which influences key physiologic functions such as body temperature and heart rate, affects how our bodies absorb fuel. Eating later results in an increase in hunger. It impacts hormones and also changes gene expression, especially in terms of fat metabolism, with a tendency toward less fat breakdown and more fat deposition. Deposition?
Fat deposits?
I guess. This study involved 16 overweight people, and they were strictly controlled. I guess this study was more strictly controlled and monitored than any other. The amount, composition, and timing of meals, physical activity, sleep, room temperature, and light exposure. And all participants were in good health, and none worked in the shift work industry and were physically active. And it mentioned in this article, I thought of you, Jules, because it mentioned that shift work can affect your circadian rhythm. And you always go to bed at different times. Well, not always, but often. Go to bed at different times.
Yeah, I have to figure it out. I can't sleep more than 5 hours. Last night I did, but it's because I was so, exhausted. Excuse me.
Okay. Oh my God.
Actually, that wasn't even fake. That was
Well,
all,
don't bother saying excuse me every time. That was
real.
That was a lot.
Each cough was real.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Was that a cough or a sneeze?
A cough. Excuse me.
Oh my God.
No, but yeah, I can't sleep. I sleep 5 hours and then I'm up. I'm awake, and it's zero to do with anxiety. I have nothing on my mind. Life is good these days. Everything's rocking and rolling. Ugh, rocking and rolling.
And like,
I'm gonna edit that part out.
And putting that strong G on the end too. Everything is rocking and it's rolling.
I know, that was weird. Anyway, clearly it isn't. Clearly I'm sleep deprived when I'm starting to say it. What's next? I'm going to say hang loose. How you doing?
Sleep
hang
deprived.
loose. Defried.
Chillaxing.
But yeah, 5
chillaxing
hours. Yeah. 5 hours I wake up, and that's not enough sleep, and it compounds. So but yesterday, holy shit, I was so tired. Like if I go to bed at 1, I'm up at 6. If I go to bed at 10, I'm up at 3. It just doesn't matter. And my mind is racing a lot, which is why I want to get that apigenin. When you compound that with magnesium threonate, it shuts down your anticipatory part of the brain. Because my mind is racing, but it's all fun, exciting stuff. Like I wake up and I'm just thinking of everything, think. And I don't go on my phone. I don't do anything. I just lay there in bed for an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'll eventually fall back asleep, but then I'm so exhausted when I wake back up. But I got to figure it out. I also have to figure out my metabolism. Maybe I need to work out or eat more during later, or no, that'll make double my odds of getting hungrier. I don't know what to do.
You'll gain weight
but
if you eat later.
Because won't it make me hungry though? Wouldn't that make me not gain weight? Because I've been since the 75 hard. I've been working out. My body has changed. Like I feel like I have more muscle and stuff, and I'm back in shape. But I weigh the exact same that when I started. So maybe I lost like all the beer weight and gained a little bit of muscle. I don't know. How am I the same weight? I feel like I should be more. I'm eating more. My appetite, now that I'm not drinking and smoking weed, my appetite, I eat so much more. My gut appetite.
Yeah.
And, but I'm not gaining weight. I'm still the same exact weight that I was 35 days ago. How? I feel like more muscles. Like when I feel more solid. I'm touching my arm right now. And, but it's just weird. When I stepped on the scale yesterday, I was expecting to be up 10 pounds. I was so disappointed when it was the exact same. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
But that just goes to show the number doesn't matter. Like if you feel good, then that's all that matters.
Yeah. Yeah, but I want to also not be like a weird little skinny grown man.
Can I mention something here?
Go ahead.
I'm just realizing here that is it possible you may, because this is a very common thing, is overactive thyroid. You could have an overactive thyroid.
What's that?
Well,
no, I've never had that problem. Last year when I did this at 175, I went up to
No,
the heart
it's
75,
difficulty sleeping,
oh,
nervousness, anxiety, irritability.
Don't have any of those.
Weight loss.
no,
all these
not
things.
losing weight.
No, but you do lose weight easily, is what I'm trying to say.
I don't like these diagnoses. No, don't put this in my head now that I haven't.
No,
No, you're like that. It becomes a thing, and then it's
but
just
it
like,
can be treated.
and then that's just what I have now because you read something quick online. It's just like,
Oh my God.
yeah, no, that'll become a thing. Like, oh, you're thyroid, then you'll get supplements for my thyroid, and all of a sudden I have this thyroid issue. I don't like the
I
internet for that
never
reason.
said that. It's just
No, but
something
it
to
makes
look
sense in your
into.
mind. You go, oh yeah, this, and
Oh my God.
losing weight. You're not losing weight, but irritability and anxiousness, you got that. I'm like, I just said I don't have that. Like none of the symptoms you just mentioned I have.
Are you joking right now when you said you're not irritable?
When am I irritable?
Right now.
Because you're diagnosing me with a disease. Anyone would be irritable.
I never diagnosed you. I was just an idea.
No, but I'm not irritable. In life, when I'm not drinking and smoking weed, am I irritable?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
No, you're great.
Be honest. You think I'm irritable in life?
No.
This is irritating me. Yes, of course. Things will irritate me, but I'm not irritable like when I was smoking weed all the time and I wouldn't, like, for the first half of the day, you'd be all irritable. I'm not like that.
Yeah.
I'm actually offended for the first time on the podcast. 500 episodes.
No, you're not. You're doing great. You're not at all.
Why does everything you say sound sarcastic now?
Oh my God.
You're like, no, you're doing great.
Jordan, help. Please help. Anyway, whoa. Okay, so these.
Yeah, but you just said irritable. We know not like as if I'm like this nonstop
I was just
irritable.
teasing you. It's teasing you.
Okay. That did irritate me though. So maybe you're right. Maybe I have what is it? Thyroid cancer.
Oh my God. Okay, so anyway, I just thought this story was interesting. The one group ate at 8 a.m., noon, and 4 p.m., and the other group started eating at noon, ate at 4, and then 8 p.m. Anyway, so the hunger pangs doubled for the people who were eating at night, and the people who were eating later in the day reported a desire for starchy and salty food. Anyway, the point is if you eat later in the day, you're going to feel hungrier. You're going to want to eat starchier foods. You're going to gain weight, basically. Okay. And they did a bunch of blood tests on them. And the blood test showed the levels of leptin, which is a hormone which tells us when we feel full. That was down. So there wasn't enough of that. And then people keep feeling like they need to be more full and more full and more full. So they keep eating more full.
So they'll eat a more full of food.
For the later eaters versus the earlier eaters, the levels of the hormone.
Okay.
What?
Break it down for me because I'm still confused. If you eat later, you'll be hungry?
Yeah, you're going to be hungry and gain weight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was all confusing there for a minute.
Oh.
Like, because you said people that eat earlier are more famished by the end of the day, but people that eat later have low leptides, so they'll want to be more full and eat more. I don't know.
Low leptides?
I don't know.
I do find though when I eat later in the day, I wake up hungry.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you find that?
Yeah. And I have heard other people say that too. And I think in general, like anytime you talk to a nutritionist or somebody who knows a lot about food and training and doing weights and exercising, they always say wake up and have breakfast. Always. To stimulate your metabolism. But then there's also these theories about intermittent fasting. So I don't know what the hell.
There's a theory about everything. There's a highly supported school of thought about anything you believe. Mm-hmm. If you go skip breakfast, it'll be good for you. You'll be thin. You can search online and find people that will say that, like intermittent fasting. And then you can go actually eat a huge breakfast and you'll be thinner and you'll be less hungry.
I know.
On the internet,
there's
you can
something,
find
everything, yeah.
And there's studies to support both. And I think none of it matters. We're all going to be dead in 100 years. And
whoa. Holy shit. Oh my God. Did you hear about
what happened to me?
There was a court filing yesterday from Angelina Jolie that alleges that on a 2016 flight, Brad Pitt grabbed her by the head and shook her and then choked one of their children and struck another when they were trying to defend her.
Can you not do that? Can you not grab your wife and shake her by the head once in a while?
The descriptions of abuse
only if you have a podcast together. Go ahead. Sorry.
On the private flight came in a cross complaint Jolie filed in the couple's dispute over a French home and winery. Ooh, that first world problems.
Are they divorced?
Are you joking?
Are they not together? Yeah, I have no clue.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's right. That's a good point. I don't know if they are together. I was thinking, I got confused because Jennifer Aniston. I was thinking of those two as a couple.
Didn't they break up like years ago?
Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt? I don't know.
Yeah, I think they did.
Look it up.
Like it was a big thing. Like she went a little bit crazy, right? I don't know.
Look it up.
It said it was a dispute over a French home winery they co-owned that is separate from their ongoing divorce. Oh yeah, they have a divorce. which she sought soon after. I guess she looked for the divorce. A representative for Pitt, who was not authorized to speak publicly, strongly denied Jolie's allegations and called them another rehash that only harms the family. The allegations of abuse on the plane first became public shortly after the fight, but reports were initially vague and details were kept sealed in divorce documents and investigations by the FBI and the Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services.
When there's a lot of money and wineries involved, they get ugly, and the divorce attorneys will get anything they can to they'll blow up things. They'll think of anything that happened that you can bring up to disparage the other person.
That's true. And the more you hear about people who are famous, they do not seem like they have good lives. Many of them.
Well, I'm sure Brad Pitt has a pretty damn good life.
But they're not, it's not picture perfect is what I mean.
It's not picture perfect? Mm-hmm. No, but I mean, poll most people, they'd switch lives with Bradley Pitt any day.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I mean, come on. Let's not that's the thing that poor uggos will say to make themselves feel better. Well, they're not happy. Well, are you?
Uggos?
Yeah. Not you. When I say not you,
uggos.
I'm not.
Yeah,
you.
I know.
Jeez.
Well, obviously, I know not me. But yeah, for sure.
What for sure?
For sure.
So that's your daily dose for today?
When did they divorce?
2016.
Oh my God, I'm late to the party.
Daily
Come on.
dose.
Huh.
Daily dose.
Come on.
Get the news from coast to coast. Daily dose.
Yep.
Daily dose. All your news from coast to
All the
coast.
news and headlines from Jen Grant.
I love that. Okay, stop yawning. I love that your comment about me being irritable made me so irritable. Maybe you're right. I just thought I was so much better, sober. What's the point then?
You are.
What's the point? Should I just get back at drinking?
You are. No, you definitely shouldn't.
I know. I don't want to.
I just thought if we ever wanted to change the name to the podcast, we could call it Late to the Party.
Yeah. Late to the party. Yeah, that's right. On breaking news, Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston have split. Ooh.
Oh.
Are we still recording?
Jordan?
No, we lost Jordan.
Whoa.
That was weird.
Really weird. Jordan?
It
Jordan?
It says she's still there.
Jordania?
Well, if you keep saying it, it doesn't matter. I mean, she can't. Hello? Hello?
You just did it.
I know.
You little shit.
I wonder if that's weird. It kind of went out, but it didn't.
Hello?
No, she's not there, babe. Let's see. Connecting. Oh, we're not on the internet anymore. That's why. Anyway. That was crazy. Do you want to call her? Call her and put her on speaker and put the phone on the put the bottom of the phone on the mic. Put it right on the mic. On the front part.
Hi.
Yo.
What just happened?
Oh, put it right on, babe. Right on. No, stick it there. There you go. Say something, Jordan. Oh, actually, she can't hear me. Oh, there. Yeah, our power flickered on and off.
You're on the microphone right now.
Oh, okay. I thought it was on a me thing. I was talking and no one replied for 15 seconds. I was like, hello?
No, the power. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
The power just went flicked, but not a fully off. It just everything dimmed for a second, and then but the internet. It's the modem is rebooting. And everything, but it didn't stop recording. We're still recording. So,
okay, great.
Anyway, we're just saying maybe that's the curse of Hollywood. Maybe we shouldn't talk about. I'm just trying to be funny. It's not working at all today. That laugh.
Can we even call it a laugh?
It sounds like a buzz cut, like a clipper. Hi, just give me a number 1 on the back, okay? Right on the front. The sides, it's a directional mic. No, on the front. On that part, yeah, if you could. Say something, Jordan?
Hello?
Yeah, there.
Hello?
You're cute.
Anyway, that's pretty much the show. Anyway, we're at 58 minutes. I'm surprised it... let me see. Oh, here. I'll send you another quick Zoom link just so you can come back on for the end. Huh. I wonder what happened. I wonder why. Construction?
Maybe construction. That's what I was thinking.
Maybe construction will knock our power. Remember when we used to do songs every day? I don't even... That was weird. That was a weird phase of the podcast.
Like you did a little song at the end.
Every day we...
I remember.
Yeah, we would improvise a song.
Those were the days.
And sometimes I would do them, even when I did a solo pod.
Remember when you used to smoke incense?
Yes.
When you used to what?
He used to pretend incense was like a cigarette and do a whole
Oh,
act
yeah.
I put the screen black and white.
And then didn't we discover that it was bad to inhale that much incense? And
yeah,
you're
it causes upper respiratory issues.
You're in like a little tiny closet, like filled with incense smoke.
Yeah, I know. I probably fucked something up in there.
No, you didn't.
I know. I love how I can't suggest that you have like an overactive thyroid, but you're like, I probably fucked something up because of incense.
Well,
you're gonna spiral.
I spiral every day.
I do the same when it comes to medical things.
Yeah, I'm a hypochondriac.
Yeah.
And what does that mean? Oh, we're currently offline. Oh. Internet connection was restored. Okay, let's see if I can send you this, Joj, just to jump on.
Well, does my sound? Do I sound bad?
No, just so you sound like you're on a phone. Daily dose. Anyway.
We just started the show Yellow Jackets. Have you seen that?
No.
It was nominated for an Emmy or a couple Emmys, and we just started it. It's really crazy.
Is it good?
You should. Yeah, it's really good. You should try it.
You still have to watch Stranger Things too.
Okay,
what the heck is wrong with you?
Oh, I told Jules that. I'm like,
jump on, Jordan. I just sent you a link.
I don't know why we're like hesitating, because I have a feeling that we're going to be obsessed with Stranger Things.
You will. Okay, I'm going to join the Zoom link.
Okay.
BRB.
Okay.
BRB. People are dumb.
What happened?
Oh, nothing. It's just people. I don't know. I shared something for the show Thursday and like put the tickets in the comments and was like, I don't see the tickets in the comments. I'm like,
oh, I know.
There's literally one other comment.
One of my big pet peeves is when I post about a show that I'm on and people are like, what time is the show? It's like all of a sudden people don't know how to go to websites.
I know. And she's back, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you didn't really go anywhere. Okay, can you hear us?
Yep.
Oh, perfect. Oh, there, it's so much better. I mean, we could hear you, but it was like speakerphone on a mic kind of sound.
Yeah.
Yellow Jacket, is that a bee documentary?
Oh my God.
No.
That's my comedy now.
Oh my God.
What is it about? Is it
it's about like the soccer team in
sports?
1996.
Oh.
Huh?
It says soccer, school sports.
Yeah, it's their team name is Yellow Jackets. That's why it's called that. It's a soccer team in high school that basically they get to nationals. So they have to fly to, I don't know exactly where they're flying, but they get in a plane crash which you guys will hate that part, but it's basically them surviving in the wilderness, and like they then pan to present day, to 2021, and how they kind of recount their story and where they're at now, and it's very interesting.
Oh, that is interesting.
But it's we haven't gotten to this part yet, but it's about a cannibalistic clan.
Oh boy.
And like it just gets really, really crazy.
And so where did you watch it? Where is it on?
It's on Crave.
Crave, okay.
But it's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like it's really good. You guys should try it.
Oh, I want to watch it. What should we watch first? Stranger Things or that?
I vote Yellow Jacket. I don't know why I can't get into Stranger Things.
Tell Julien why he should watch it, Jordan.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I've rewatched it like 3 times now, and the first season it's good, but I think you have to get over the first season.
Yeah, that's the thing. Shows like that, I just can't. I don't know.
Why,
why,
Jordan?
No, the first season is still really good, and like I wouldn't say that. I never said it the first time I watched the first season. I wasn't like, oh, this is bad. I need to get through it.
You don't know what's
coming. But it's
coming,
just compared to, I think the production just got like insane in the next seasons because of like their budget just went way up.
Right.
Like this was like their first. The directors is like their first thing they ever did. They didn't have a lot of money behind it, so I feel like because of the success of the show, the next seasons, like 2, 3, and 4, are like incredible. But this, regardless, the plot and the storyline and the directing is amazing, but the production level went up.
Well, we'll have to watch it. So if you were to choose between one or the other, Yellow Jackets or Stranger Things, go ahead, Jordan.
Well, Stranger Things is my favorite show
ever.
So, but Yellow Jackets. I'm telling you.
But Yellow Jackets is like if we started watching season 1 of Stranger Things, we'd be late to the party. But if we started watching Yellow Jackets, would that be timely? It did just come out.
I think it came out last year.
Oh,
but there's only one season, so it would be quicker for you to get it done. You know.
And how come you're just watching it now, even though it came out last year?
Because I watched the Emmys and they were nominated for like best drama.
Oh, well then it's kind of timely then, because a lot of people might not know about it, and because of the Emmys. Okay, I vote we watch that then and talk about it. And for once, we'll be on time at the party.
Well, we're still a little late, but Stranger Things.
Yeah, but not really.
Oh yeah, because the Emmys, right?
Yeah.
Stranger Things is your favorite show of all time?
I honestly I think so. Like definitely top 3.
That kind of makes me want to watch that.
Yeah, but
Stranger Things 4, every episode, this is like rumored, but this is like in the Wall Street Journal, that each episode's budget was $30 million. Like that's how crazy of a show it is.
Whoa.
I like that you cited your sources too. The Wall Street Journal cites that.
She's very thorough. One thing about Jordan,
Yeah.
That's just one thing.
There is.
That's just one thing about her.
We do have the best producer in the game, so time now to make this show global.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, let's become millionaires from this thing. What's the hold up?
I don't know.
Let's do it. Well, here's what you can do, dear listener, to help with that. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit that like button and subscribe. Talk about the show, share the show, and if you have that purple app, the Purple Apple Podcast app on your iPhones, if you've got iOS, you have it. Find the Julien Dionne Show with Jen Grant on there and leave a review. It makes all the difference in the world. Coming at you 1 episode a week. We want to thank Gandalf Spirulina for our new partnership, sponsorship. Love the stuff and feel so much better. Do you feel a difference?
I do.
Yeah, same. This is day 4 or 5, taking it every morning.
Yeah.
And love it.
So many benefits.
All the endless benefits. Gandalf Spirulina. Thanks to you for listening. Jen, I love you. Jordan, I love you. You guys are the best. I'm so happy that you do this podcast with me every day. You make it better. You make it better.
It's crazy because... whoa. I guess
no compliment back. I'm like showering. I'm just kidding.
I was just waiting for an opportunity to sneak in there. Agreed. I can speak for Jordan. I think as a team here, we love you too, and we think you're the best.
That was forced.
Quickly, spirulina is the world's first superfood.
Oh, you were going to do the ad now?
I was just going to mention a couple things. It's the most nutrient-rich food on the earth. One of the most nutrient-rich foods on the earth.
Yeah, it's really phenomenal. We discovered it during the pandemic and love the stuff.
Yeah.
Also, if you have psoriasis, it's really good for that. I took it every morning for my psoriasis.
Oh, you did? Well, we'll get you some Gandalf stuff.
It's much. I don't have psoriasis on my face anymore, so definitely helped.
Well, this Gandalf is a really good quality.
It's what is it? Hawaiian culture called.
Well, they have two kinds that I just found out. They have Hawaiian and they have organic, and both are extremely good quality. And the reason that they stand out from so many others is because they test their spirulina for heavy metals. They want to make sure that people are getting like pure. The main difference between Hawaiian, spirulina, and organic is the fact that Hawaiian contains more beta-carotene since it's cultivated in open ponds. So there's a lot to know about this stuff, but they're very stringent on and test and check. And that's one thing about when you're taking supplements. It seems like, you can just buy your supplements at Dollarama or something and it's good. No, it's not. I
would not feel it would be good. I don't think you should ingest anything you get at Dollarama.
No, I agree. And a lot of people go there and think, oh, I'm taking a vitamin. And then that's the same thing as the vitamin, as something like Gandalf. And like Gandalf is like, a company, you do have to, it is a better quality. So the reason I even discovered them was because I was looking for a good quality spirulina. And there was somebody at the store that was explaining to me the difference. Like they're not all created equally, and you might spend a little bit more money, but what you're putting in your body is pure. Pure. It's really, really good quality.
Yeah, and we appreciate and we're happy with the sponsorship and happy to be taking it. Jordan, we'll get you some Gandalf. Anyway, we'll be back next week with a brand new episode. Stay tuned, everybody. We appreciate you listening. We'll see you then. And until then, watch your head.